So friends, welcome. Today we shall learn about inventory management in the Finacle system. So I hope you all know what inventory consists of. It consists of savings checkbook, current checkbooks, demand drafts, fixed deposit receipts, traveler checks. Nowadays we have less of traveler checks, but in case if it are there. So this is all called, or running inventory is also there, running checkbooks. So we call it inventories. So whenever a branch requests for inventory, checkbooks, demand drafts, the request goes to the central office and it goes to the printing department from there. So as per the indent of the branch, inventory vertical gets those checkbooks and demand drafts printed as per branch. Branch name is also included. So those checkbooks are printed as per the demand of the branch, as per the indent of the branch, and it is dispatched to the branch. So there are basically three locations. One is external, exterior. External is printing department or stationery department, which is which is concerned with the central office. Then it comes to the branch, double lock, and third is employees locations. Today we shall be discussing inventories are controlled through various Finacle options. So how we enter those in the Finacle system branches on receipt of inventory from central team. The first, all the checkbooks and drafts are verified physically entered in a register. So they are also maintained in a physical register also. And then these inventories are entered in Finacle for movement, control and maintenance of such inventories. So today we shall learn how inventory management is done in Finacle. I'll be going very slow so you can note down the points. I think this will help you in doing it practically. So I hope this video will be of use to you. As the inventory stock is received through courier, these need to be authorized by at least two employees, right? So it is kept in a joint custody of two officers, dual control. So as there is a maker checker concept, we have it here in dual control. For movement of employees location, it requires employees acceptance in the system. An employee is required to confirm his or her acceptance by entering his ID and password. So there are basically three locations. Key terminologies: one is location class, double lock, location code, safe 1, safe 2, and inventory class, inventory, first level of classification of inventory. So again I'm repeating: location class, where it is located, the code is different from this. Location code, whether it is in safe 1 or safe 2 of the two joint custodians, and inventory class, right? And inventory type, secondary level of classification of inventory. Savings account, checkbook leaves, current account, checkbook leaves. So these are inventory types. Demand drafts, the different codes are there. So again I'm repeating: inventory location class, location code, we have to enter, inventory class, right, which classification is there, and inventory type, what type of inventory it is, whether it is checkbook or demand draft. Now the menu option that you have to run in Finacle is HIMC, right? Then you click on add, select function add, click on go. Inventory received at the branches or from other branches need to be entered in a Finacle at a location called location class ZZ with a location code EXT, exterior. So this is ZZ is double lock, EXT is exterior. Further, it needs to be moved to the branch location called DL and DL. The location class is DL and location code is DL. Again, two signatories are there. So I'm going through these text because you can note it down for your further references, and I'll show you the screenshots of the Finacle as to how these are entered in the system. I'll explain each and every point very carefully and very minutely so that it will be very easier for you to understand and you can do it practically in the branches. So enter the details of checks, click on submit. Other inventory type can be also added if demand drafts are also there. Use the inventory transaction ID generated to get process verified using the same menu option HIMC. So for entering for verification, same menu option HIMC is there. Repeat the process for moving inventory from double lock DLDL to employee and employee number. So whosoever employee is issuing the checkbooks, all the inventory will be moved to his location with his name and employee number, right? Now the inventory will be available to the employee for the day-to-day use only. The checkbook leaves are supposed to be converted into books. Invoke menu option HISIA or HISIA, HISAI, HISIA for this purpose. After the employee has received the checkbook in bulk, he has to split. So there may be checkbooks of 50 leaves, 100 leaves, 20 leaves. So as per the criteria of the checkbook, he has to split them. Otherwise, he cannot issue to each and every customer. So again, they are to be split and only then he can enter it. Then the menu option is HISIA and navigation will be similar to HISAI. Except that user can change in the own location. The books can be merged in case an employee goes on leave or he is transferred to some other branch. So he has to transfer his whatever inventory he is holding in his name to the double lock and the joint custody. Please remember there will be two custodians plus employee who's issuing these checkbooks to the customer in the system as well as physical to the customer. So then before if he is going out on leave or he is moving out of the branch, being transferred to some other branch, so these leaves have to be merged. The same menu option, only he has to choose merge and he has to move into double lock so that next day those inventory can be issued to employee of the other employee of the branch. So this is step-by-step process in detail. Process of moving inventory from external. As I told you, inventory have come from the printing and stationery department, central office. Through courier, after they have been verified physically, if any checkbook is not missing, any draft book is not missing, it is ensured by the custodian, then it is entered in a physical register, then entry has to be made in the Finacle system. And the menu option is HIMC. So you can see here, number one, the employee will type this command menu option HIMC and click on go or enter also, right? After that he will have to move for the further action. So this screen will appear. You can see here again, I'm repeating, HIMC, click on go, the screen will come, right? Function will have to choose, okay? So after having entered HIMC, click on go here, the screen appears here. So function you have to choose add here, drop down, there will be verify, add, split, merge. So we are adding the inventory in the system of the branch, right? So automatically default date will come pop up here, right? Then again click on go here. This screen appear. This screen is very important. From location code again here, from location class to location code, from location class to location code. So these have to be entered. As I told you, inventories have come from the printing and stationery department to ZZ and EXT. This has to be chosen. You can go on searcher also. You can choose from there, or you can type ZZ also and EXT also. Why searcher? Because if you make any space or any mistake in entering, it won't accept it. It's better to go on searcher, and by practice again you can click on mouse or you can write ZZ, then DLDL, right? So this is going into the vault of the branch. The screen shows that inventory is being moved into the vault of the branch. Okay. So again, you can see here function, as I told you, add, then click on go, then from location class ZZ, location code external. Where are we transferring it to? Double lock, both have to be DLD, and click on this except here. This is this button here, radio button here. Click on this and further screen will appear on your laptop. So after clicking on submit, you can see add is coming here. Right from location ZZ head office, printing and stationery. From location code external to the system, because it is coming from the outside the branch, and it is getting into the vault DL. Both we have to type double lock. Now next part you can see here you'll be entering through searcher whether it is checkbook, savings checkbook, current checkbooks, demand draft, 20 leaves, 50 leaves, 100 leaves. There are various codes for it. You double click on that. After going on searcher, this will come here. Then whatever the initial alphabets of the checkbook are, you write here. Write the first number 100001 to 101000. So how many checkbooks are there? 1000, right? So this is the quantum of 1000 check leaves have been received by the branch. Okay. Then you finally submit and it goes to next screen. So again I'm repeating, inventory class, savings, current, whatever it is, select, enter relevant instrument class. The code can be selected by clicking on searcher also. Inventory alpha, 3 alphas must be there in the check. You have to enter the number, if any. If it is there, generally they are there. The details would be available on the instrument. Start number, whatever the first check leaves number is there, you have to enter here. And the end part, you don't have to enter anything, just the first leave and the last leaves details here. Automatically whatever the quantity is, you click on validate quantity and it will show 1000 check leaves have been received by the branch. Click on add. You can add also, you can add, suppose you have entered savings checkbooks, you can enter current account also, and process can be same from 10 to 14 here. Submit, system generates a transaction ID. As soon as you submit, system generates a transaction ID. So here you can see point number 17, transaction ID has been generated. You can note it down, or again you can choose it from the searcher also. And result screen, transaction ID is generated by the system. Note this transaction ID and click on OK here, right? That screen will appear to the original site. The custodians have to verify the movement of inventory using the same menu options, HIMC, and selecting the transaction ID. So there are two custodians, they can use the same. I'll explain, they need not log in separately, or they can log in separately also. So one by one they can verify themselves, right? So I'll show you, this was how inventory is entered in the system. In the next video I'll show you how to verify the same.